Today is Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. We are at the Rocky Branch North Trailhead off of Route 16. It's about 8:30 in the morning. There are two other cars here, and we're gonna head up to isolation. Haven't been on isolation since we gridded it out at the end of January 2024. So it's been a long time. And if we have time and inclination, we are going to do a bushwhack over to South Engine Hill, but we'll see. The weather is supposed to change around 2 o'clock, so this generally is an under 6-hour hike for us. It's about 11.5 miles depending on how the bushwhacks are broken out, and I think we're doing it at like around 5.5 hours maybe in the winter. So we'll see how it goes and how we feel. There's one major water crossing. Hopefully it's bridged. There was a trail report from yesterday. I didn't actually pay attention to the water crossing notes, but they did say that everything looked good and now's a good time to get this. So we figured we'd come out and visit it. As we drove through, all of the higher summits were clear, but there were low clouds. So hopefully we'll get a view, because isolation has a really nice view up to Washington and the Dry River Wilderness and the Oaks Headwall. So hopefully we'll get that. All right, we're off. We are 2.34 miles, according to my watch, up Rocky Branch, entering the Presidential Range. Dry River Wilderness. The trail is lovely. It is softening up quite a bit, especially down low where there's open hardwoods. It's gonna probably be a mess later today. So snowshoes recommended, of course. And we will be coming up to the Engine Hill Bushwhack in about 0.4 miles. It'll be on the right. There's a tree that has a T carved into it. And I'm sure the track that I'm following, nicely broken, is just going to turn and go right there. You won't even see the trail straight ahead. But two people out ahead of us, one spiking, one in snowshoes. Blue skies. So, I don't know, forecast did not look super promising, but this is looking good so far. We're up at the turn into the Engine Hill Bushwhack, and there's the T right there. That's for turn. Turn, yeah, I guess. Rocky Branch continues this way. There's a light trough, actually, but it's only been broken like 10 feet. We might go that way just a little bit, maybe. Or maybe we'll cut in right here if we decide to do that bushwhack. Yeah. Not sure. I mean, it looks pretty open right here.
Right.
So we might not need to go up at all. All right, so off to Engine Hill, which is quite wet, and especially right in this beginning part. If it's shoulder season, it can be a little tricky getting past the very beginning. And then depending on whatever line people took, I know it's a good one right now, so that should be fine, but it's lovely open birch glades. So, and I think all the birches in there are pretty much dead, I believe, but I'm looking forward to that. And it looks like there's a big cloud hanging over Washington, but we'll see when we get someplace where we can look. And I also heard a helicopter, I think, doing some training. So, all right, off to Engine Hill Bushwhack. We're out in one of those birch glades now. This is a slightly meandering track. And it's a little higher than I think other tracks are that I've taken. So earlier we had a view right behind here is isolation. You could actually see it. You could see Washington also. So pretty nice. This is the major water crossing that you have to do. So we popped right out and onto the real trail and walked maybe 15 feet or 20 feet, and then you just continue with the broken path and it'll take you right down the steep descent to this crossing, which can be a real tricky one, but it looks like it's nice and solidly bridged today. There it is. Yay. And then we'll continue up to Isolation. We're at a little pop-out viewpoint as you're heading up the ISO Express bushwhack. This is looking south towards Bartlett, and that is at Attach ski area right there. And then nice view to Isolation right there. Okay. We ran into one of the other hikers, and it was Postal Patty, so that's pretty neat. We see her, I feel like we see her a lot. And there's one other woman out here that we haven't seen yet. But what a beautiful day. We just junctioned with Davis Path, so we're only a few tenths from Isolation, but I figured there's a nice open viewpoint right here along the trail. We'll take it. That's Eisenhower right in front, then Franklin and Little Monroe and Monroe, Washington. You can see the summit structures. North Isolation in front of Washington. And then over here, Spur, and kind of that way is Slide Peak. All right. Wow, nice. Out in the distance over this way. See the Willie Range. And then behind that, I see something snow-capped way in the distance. I think it might be Moose Lock. It's way, way out. Right there. All right. And we're gonna keep heading up to the summit, which is right over there. We're up at the summit area now of Isolation. Still clear. Light winds, less than 5 miles an hour, I would say. I haven't layered up yet. I'm gonna scooch behind John here. There's a cairn. This is not the summit though. And then out there are the bald faces. Let me zoom in, oops, a little bit. There they are. Lovely bald faces. And then the actual summit is over here. There's yet another cairn. And there's a geodetic marker up there. And you're a little bit higher so you can see more stuff towards the Pemi, especially if there's snow on the ground. Yeah, it looks like weather's coming our way. That doesn't look very nice. Look at that cloud. This is the summit right here. I think the marker is probably buried. Yeah. Looking out to the double heads. Let's see. Zoom in a little bit. Double heads over here. Kearsarge North. Oops, over there. The Wildcats and the Carters. And was a great choice. I'm not sure if we're going to do that bushwhack or not. I feel like I'm okay with it, but we'll see if things deteriorate on the way out. And how body the snow is too, because that will also affect us. All right, Isolation. We're back now at the junction with the Engine Hill bushwhack. Rocky Branch Trail continues out this way. And South Engine Hill, there's one bump, and then the next bump is South Engine Hill. And I think we're gonna go for it. You might be able to tell that it is not blue skies anymore. So that's okay because it seems to have firmed up a little bit. And you're not getting any botting anymore, are you?
I am.
You are? I don't know what's going on with that.
I just cleared it off with some stuff in the trailer, so I'm good at home.
Okay, well, we're going to be breaking wherever this bushwhack we end up going in. We have to look at a map. I think we might go a little bit down and then turn because we don't need to go over this first hill. We want to get around that hill. So that's our plan. I think it's about 0.6 each way. So will take us an hour and a half, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. It depends on how hellacious it is. Yeah, we might decide not to do it. So, but from here on out, going back would be quick. I mean, this is all quick. We just passed 2 other guys who were heading up as we were heading down. I think they're not going to get as good a view. They might still get a view, but I don't know if could be socked in. All right, we're gonna go try to get this South Engine Hill. All right, we are on the bushwhack now to South Engine Hill. It's pretty wide open, which is nice. And the snow is fairly supportive, so that's also nice. So I'm gonna go this way. No human tracks out here, lots of animal tracks. Some rabbit right here. Whoa. And these guys, I see them all the time. I don't know definitively what they are. I want to say they're fox, but I really don't know. Maybe they're pine marten. I see them down low though, so you can see lots of activity. All right, so far so good. Well, we're on our climb up South Engine Hill and we have just encountered, I think, a moose trail. Something big with long legs. All right, I can't really tell looking down there what it is, but it's got to be a moose. We're not going that way. It broke though. We're going up. And it's starting to precipitate a little, but we're pretty much under cover here. We appear to be at the high point because everything around us goes down. But my pin on my map for this says it's 50 feet this way. So I'm gonna go that way just in case. I don't know if there's a canister or not, but maybe that is high over there. Let's see. Woohoo. If I can do this without falling into a spruce trap, that would be ideal. Oh man. Whoa. Whoa. So that track before was definitely moose, and there definitely was a lot of moose activity on the way up here. All right, and now we don't really have activity of moose up here, but lots of bunny. Okay. I don't see a canister or anything. Whoa. I mean, this was downhill. I think we've made it.
Yes, I think so too.
All right, there's a little bit of a view. Maybe that's due to all the snow though, because there's 4 or 5 feet of snow up here. All right. Boy.
My map says we're on the point.
We're on the point. Okay. I don't see a canister.
Well, it might be.
That way?
But
I don't know. Okay, so what's this one? South Engine Hill?
South Engine Hill.
South Engine Hill. Did it. Okay, so we just are on our way out, and ta-da, there's the canister, literally right where we walked by. We walked right by it. So it's not where the point is marked on I have a list of the 500 highest like waypoints for Gaia that came from whoever put it together, and they have it out that way where it's like a view though. It's kind of open and it's definitely lower. So we were here, we assumed this was the summit, and it is in fact the summit. I can't wait to see who the last person, when was the last person out here? Because I don't even know how high this is or what list it's really on. Like, it's on the 500, but is it on the 200? I don't think so. The book is dry.
It's dry, yeah.
Oh. Someone with a
This
stamp.
2019, 2021, 2022, 2024. 4, 6, 24, 7, 21, 24.
What's the last one? All I want to know is the last one.
Okay.
Oh, the pages.
That was
the last one. When is it?
July 21st, 2024.
And who was it? Anyone?
Natalie Frost.
Okay. What did she say?
From Rocky Branch Trail.
Yeah.
North, whatever.
Yeah, wilderness sign.
From the wilderness sign. Followed bearing and sun checked coordinates to find the correct summit bump. Sunny, warm day. We'll stay out backpacking tonight.
Nice. I wonder how wet it is in the summer.
Give you
All right, so there it is. It's in a jar. Does the front of it say anything about what the peak is?
South Indian Hill, 3244.
3244. Okay. Good, good. We are less than a mile from the car now. Coming down Rocky Branch. We're going to be junctioning with a ski trail very shortly, which means that will be like 6/10 of a mile from the trailhead. And sorry, this is so shaky. This is just my phone. Can I tell you? Just saw one other person heading up now. So 7 people total today, everybody wearing snowshoes. And it cooled off. It was supposed to precipitate in the afternoon. And it was doing a little bit while we were on our bushwhack, but it's all clear now. And it's slightly cooler, so I thought we might have kind of a disaster down here in these open hardwoods. But the snow is quite firm, so it's nice. And what else? We went out to that bushwhack. That was pretty simple. I don't know what it's like in the summertime, but not bad now. And I think the whole hike, my watch got paused for like a half a mile almost on the bushwhack. So
12-2 for me, probably.
yeah, John thinks it'll be around 12-2, which is nice because I think that the route going up to Isolation was one of the shortest ones we've ever had in the winter. And it varies because of the way that people bust out the 2 different bushwhacks. But it seemed to be more direct than ever. So I think it was gonna be something like 11-2. So that's shorter than it's ever been. It's lovely. It was a great day. And kind of nasty looking up high now, but perfect down here.